hill is some javelina, and we're gonna try to sneak in on them.
You guys ready to go get something to eat?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's eat! Hi, welcome to Hunt and Gather with Chatters. Today we're going javelina hunting in the desert. Aaron and I both have a tag and it's a rifle hunt. So we brought one gun and we're gonna take turns, and today I got dibs. So are you guys ready to go get something to eat?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Look at all these tracks. This is awesome. We just had weather a few days ago, so these tracks are fresh. We found a bedding tree. Look at that. All that scat, and they've been laying in those beds. So it's just a matter of time. Check out that chewed up cactus. They've been here really recently. All the way across the canyon?
Yes,
Okay.
right below the rock outcropping. So see the rock outcropping? And then if you come down, there's two little cliff nuggets.
Okay, Cindi and Fern are going after the group to try to get a shot at one. But check this out. This is what we came here for. How cool is that? Oh man, I don't want to be too loud, but that is awesome. I'm so excited. I'm gonna start getting it gutted out and start skinning it while they're going after the other group. But super cool. That's a heavy pig right there.
How awesome this is. Found an antler.
What did you guys find?
Well, you actually found them, but you spotted some javelina.
You spotted some javelina.
You spotted some javelina. And then she spotted them again. So she's found them and she gave me better directions and I was able to find it too.
Okay, so we've all seen the javelina on the hill. Now we're gonna try to get closer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show them the hill.
Okay.
that hill is some javelina, and we're gonna try to sneak in on them. But they're right over there, about a half a mile away. I don't know if you can see those javelina over there. We're about a half mile away. But there's some javelina over there, and Cindy's gonna sneak around and try to get a shot. It's kind of tricky right now because the wind doesn't really match up with the way the terrain is to keep you invisible. So it kind of makes it difficult, but she's gonna go with the wind. There's Cindy over there. I imagine she'll be shooting pretty soon. Are they still feeding?
Yes, he's still feeding. He's a happy camper. And he's probably broadside to her right now. He's real happy right now. Watch him.
Cindy just took a shot. There's Cindy with her pig. She's dragging it right now down to a shady tree. But super awesome, man. We're excited to hear her story.
All right, so we spotted these javelina like 800 yards away, and we're on the other side of this ravine, which is a ravine that spans 2 mountains. So Aaron and Fern decided to stay up high where they could keep watch, and I went ahead and I hiked around. And as I was hiking, I ran into another hunter who was glassing the hill that the javelina were not on. And so I decided, I didn't think he knew they were there, and I had been after these javelina already, and so I just kept going. It took me another probably 15 minutes to get up to that rock outcropping. And by the time I got up there, they had already moved quite a bit. So every single time I went around a little bend, I'd look for javelina, and I wasn't seeing anything. And I thought, oh my gosh, did I scare him away? Did that guy scare him away? And anyhow, finally saw them. They were like 50 yards away, 2 of them, and they were kind of close together, so I had to wait for them to separate so that I could get a good clean shot. And then I was waiting for them to turn broadside. But I had all the time in the world. I had a rock steady rest on a rock, shot, watched him go down. That's the best feeling in the world, when you can actually shoot, recover from the recoil, and see the animal go down, because then there's no guessing. And I was so excited.
I bet you were so happy because you put in a lot of effort on this guy to sneak up in on him on top of that mountain, and paid off.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really, really good.
Hey, I wanted to show you something cool. This is a knife that my buddy gave me. He actually sells these knife kits along with all other kinds of woodworking equipment. He has a website called Turner's Warehouse. If you're into woodworking, definitely check it out. It's super cool. But anyways, we're gonna put this knife to good use right now and gut this javelina out, and then we'll skin it, and then we'll hike it the 2.5 miles back to the car. All right, we got him all gutted and skinned. It's always nice when you can find a little shade in a tree. But now I'm gonna tie a rope from this leg to that leg, and I can carry him like a duffel bag to the vehicle. So here we go.
All right, so we made it back to the truck, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to just talk about the best parts of the trip and the worst parts of the trip. And my best part was when I snuck up on those pigs and I got essentially a 40-yard shot, and I could watch the pig fall right where I shot, so that always feels good. And then the worst part was when we were probably 2/3 of a mile back to the truck with the second javelina, and Fern was like, "Where's my fanny pack?" We realized we had left it 2 miles where we had skinned out my pig, and one of us had to go back and get it.
Yeah, my favorite part of the trip was the same thing when we were watching you, and you shot your pig, and we could tell by your reaction that you got it, you know? So,
What about your pig? That wasn't your favorite?
no, because, you know, you come out here trying to get 2 pigs, and so your favorite part's when that second pig gets down. And then, I guess the hardest part was just, we've hiked, I don't know, 15 miles over the last 2 days. But 4 of those miles I've been carrying a pig.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to not carry a dead pig anymore.
Oh. So my favorite part was probably, yeah, like when we heard the shot and then you called us and said, I miss Clee, and then you're like, no, I'm just kidding, I got it, you know. And I was like, oh, thank God, you know. And then my least favorite part was just all the hiking, you know, it's really hot.
And your allergies, the cedar allergies?
Yeah, my allergies were pretty bad this second day, but yeah.
You were a trooper, and you were definitely a lucky charm. I swear, anytime Fern's with us, we always find the animals fairly quickly, and we're usually both successful. So.
Super awesome hunt, anyhow.
Yeah. All right, so we got home last night, and today is butchering day. So there is our meat. It stayed extra cold. It was really cold last night, plus we got it on ice. So we're gonna wash it, we're gonna get it chopped up, get it ground, and we're gonna do a couple different things. When the game is smaller, we tend to make some specialty products. And so we're gonna make some breakfast sausage, we're gonna make some brats, and then we're gonna make chili for our first meal.
Alright, my mom and dad are starting to butcher and I'm making the bags, and we're gonna get these javelina done in no time.
So do you have the easy job then?
I do.
Alright, we got the 2 javelina butchered, and it ended up being about 30 pounds overall. We ground almost all of it. We did keep the back straps and the tenderloins together. I have to admit, Aaron's tenderloins were a little bit bigger than my javelina's tenderloins, because mine was a female and his was a boar. But we made some brine, and we made some breakfast sausage, and we set a little bit of brine to the side, and we're gonna make chili, like bean chili, kidney bean chili. Pretty excited about it, but for just all of you new hunters out there, the reason why a lot of hunters will make those specialty meats with javelina is not because they don't taste great, because they do taste great. It's because it's so much work to process an animal, but the smaller they are, the less work you have. And so when you have a smaller animal, it's fun to do some of that extra work to make those specialty products. So if you get a smaller animal and you're feeling kind of fruity, feel like you want to try something new, try it with a javelina or a white-tailed deer, making some of your specialty meats like brats and breakfast sausage. All right, so it is time to make our javelina chili, and this is a really quick and easy recipe. You can make it in about 30 minutes, but there's only about 5 minutes of prep, and it's so easy that I have 6 ingredients: beans, can of tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, some chopped onions, a chili seasoning packet, and my meat. So that's all the ingredients that we're going to use when we actually cook the chili. When we go to do our toppings, something that we like to do is we like to have cheese, sour cream, or onions for a topper. But to make the chili, like I said, 5 minutes. You're going to dice about half an onion. You're going to brown that onion with your javelina for about 15 minutes. And I go a little longer on my javelina because it's an animal that's an omnivore, and they can carry diseases. So bears, javelina, those omnivores can be more likely to carry diseases, so you always cook them extra. So I'm going to brown those together with a little bit of olive oil, and then once I'm done with that, I'll add my beans, my tomato sauce, my diced tomatoes, and my chili seasoning packet, and I will cook that for 10 more minutes over the stove. After that, we'll be ready to eat. All right, I got my meat and my onions browned, and I cooked it for an extra 5 minutes because it's javelina. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add all of my canned items. So I'm going to add my tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, and my kidney beans. And you don't drain your kidney beans. You want that juice. And then the magic chili seasoning. I'm gonna give that a stir. I'm gonna bring it to a simmer and then let it cook for 10 minutes covered, and we'll be ready to eat. All right, I also chose to make some corn muffins. You can use a box of corn muffins or you can make them from scratch. Pretty easy, but I feel like there's nothing better as far as your carb or your bread with chili than a corn muffin. So we'll have those to go with it. Let's eat! All right, who's going first?
I'll go first. So I got a little cheese of mine, some sour cream. Yeah, I think it's awesome. I've always thought that javelina tastes good.
Me too.
It's awesome.
And it's, you know, we always like to try the animal kind of in a new form the first time we're having it. But we've had javelina lots of times.
What do you think?
It's fantastic. I don't know why javelina have a bad rap, because I'd say it's like a lean 50% beef, 50% pork.
Yeah, I always think of it as a lean pork. I put some Cheez-Its in mine. Just give a little zing and a little crunch. Yeah, it's awesome chili.
No?
Yeah, good job on it.
It's definitely a repeat. Yeah, for whatever reason, javelina have gotten this rap that they don't taste great, but I'm telling you, do not be afraid to process your javelina just like you would a deer or an elk, and then make any of your favorite meals. Thanks for watching Hunt and Gather with the Chatters.
We'll see you next time when we go get something to eat.
And please subscribe. It's free and it helps us out.